If you have been dealing with anxiety, like I had for many years, you probably wonder, where does the anxiety come from? Is it genetics? Is it something that my dad or my mom gave me? Is it a chemical imbalance in my brain? Is my anxiety switch up there somehow stuck? What's going on? All of those are certainly possibilities on what causes your anxiety, but they're not very empowering. You cannot change your lineage. You cannot go into your brain and mix around with your brain chemistry unless you take medication. And also the anxiety switch is not something that you can just turn on and off. When I learned more about the subconscious mind though, everything for me changed in regards to understanding my anxiety no longer as an enemy, something to run away from, something to battle with or avoid, but more as a natural part of me. Just like anxiety has been around since the beginning of human mankind. And it's something that we need because ultimately it is here to keep us safe. Now, anxiety is not really the issue. It's a symptom. It's a messenger from the subconscious mind. And the job of the subconscious mind, the deeper part of our mind, is and has always been to keep us safe. See, our subconscious mind has been operating full force way before our conscious mind was capable to do so. Even in the womb, our subconscious pays attention to what happens around us. Is it safe? Are we wanted? Is the environment loving and caring? Or is it rather unpredictable or harsh? The difference between people that are anxious and people that have been struggling with anxiety has a lot to do with what information the subconscious has taken in. So if you, like me, had fairly unstable environment when you grew up, where you didn't really know what's going to happen next, or you went through traumas, rejections, disappointments, your subconscious has a lot in its memory box that it will draw from and say, well, this is how life is, has been, and will continue to be. Because the subconscious, in order to make sense of everything that has happened, creates certain rules. It says, like, you are not safe because the world is a harsh place, so better make yourself small and invisible. Or such a rule could be, you are not good enough, so you always have to work harder in order to get accepted and not rejected. Or the rule could be, the shoe gonna drop every day now, so make sure that you're vigilant, that you are micromanaging everything, that you're always in control. These are just a few examples of those core beliefs, those rules that the subconscious has created early in our lives in order to protect us, and how those core beliefs make us then act in certain ways, limits us in our possibilities because it ultimately says, well, there's only a safe way to be, and that safe way to be is following those patterns and rules. When I understood all of those things about my anxiety, I realized it's no longer just about managing the symptoms. It's not even about healing the anxiety. It's about changing that owner's manual that has been created a long time ago and updating it to a new version, a version that's more empowering, that is more in alignment with who I am and who I want to be. So working with my subconscious mind allowed me to release and learn from those difficult and emotionally charged events of the past and replace old limiting beliefs so that I could actually live with a new foundation, no longer a foundation of having to be in control, but a foundation of choosing to trust. Trust in myself, trust in life, trust in a higher power. When I was able to do all of those, I realized that the anxiety, like that blinking light on the dashboard, wasn't necessarily just blinking to tell me that I was in danger. Ultimately, it was blinking because it told me you're still living in that old way, in that old mindset where trying to be safe is all it's about. And you will not be living in alignment with your joy and purpose as long as you are only looking for being safe and secure. And since I ever made those changes, I have found my purpose. I live with greater joy and fulfillment. And I really truly believe I became more my authentic self. And I believe that's a better version of myself than the anxious self. And if I could do it, I knew that I can also help others to do this. And I have been helping thousands of people to outgrow their anxiety and discover the gift that they really are inside of themselves and the gift that they can be to the world. And I know that you can do that too.